Hi, it's me. Okay, so it's almost 4 months since I've done my dreads, or had them since I started them. Sunday will be 4 months, but I'm doing it today because I don't know when I'm going to get the chance to do it, so here I am. Let's see. So what I've started to do is, basically when I decided I was going to do dreads again, I wanted to do them naturally just because I feel like doing them the neglect method is they don't shrink as much, or at least that's what I thought. And plus they section out so much better. I think, like, I honestly hate sectioning dreads. I'm doing my sister's hair right now, and sectioning them is just like, that's the worst part. Like, I just like suck at it, or it's just like, whew, it's really hard. That's what it's been taking. I still haven't finished her hair because sectioning it is so weird for me, and her hair has always been parted weird, so it's really hard for me to section. And I don't care that my hair is not sectioned. A lot of people make a big deal about not sectioning your hair properly, and I don't really see the big problem. Like, I suppose there'd be problems if you let them section, if you didn't section them and then you had your hair parted how you wanted to have it parted, and then suddenly you're like, oh, I'm going to start parting it a different way, and the way your hair might be sectioned in dreads, that could be a problem, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, things like that. Or maybe if you wanted to do like sometimes if you're doing like a certain hairstyle, like, I don't know, that might get in the way. But besides that, I think about it all the time, and I don't really think not sectioning my hair is gonna bother me. So so that's why I didn't mind doing it naturally, the neglect method. But what my plan was, which I never mentioned this because it's still like very up in the air, I basically just kind of like go with the flow. I just kind of live in the moment. So now that my hair is like all sectioned and it's starting to get dreaded, it's the roots of my head are dreading up super good. But what happens is I get a really good, like, I need to show you a piece. So like it's dreading up at the top of my head, but then it all kind of just like fizzles out. Like, it looks like just a bundle of hair. And believe it or not, it is like it's all stuck together. Like, I can pull it apart easy enough, but it stays together. It's not going anywhere. But it's just, and I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna keep dreading at the root and just slowly like dread up down, but it's gonna pull all the hair up, I think, and it's just gonna shrink, and it's gonna, it's just gonna be, I don't know, it's not really what I'm looking for. But so what I've started to do is, where it's dreaded at the root, where it stops dreaded and it's like just all like bundles of hair, I've started to twist and rip them, so now it's all like even, it's all dreaded now. Excuse me. And yeah, so I've started to do that, and I like it a lot. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my hair, which is always nice to hear. What else? Yeah, so I'm not going to be calling my hair neglected anymore, or titling my videos neglect dreads anymore, because, well, they're not neglected. Obviously, I've been working on them. I've even put some wax in some of them, because when you make them, they're like fuzzy as F. Like uncontrollably fuzzy. So I've got this natural beeswax that I had from the first time I had dreads, and this stuff's good. I think this is the best stuff you could use for your hair that I know of. Like, I've seen a lot of other gels suck and stuff like that, but it's just all natural beeswax. You get it at Sally's for like $5. So yeah, that's what I've been using in some of my dreads. Not all of them, just the ones that are like really fat. And people make a big deal about using wax in your hair too. But I don't really, they have shampoos that will dissolve wax. And if you're like I plan on having my dreads for a long time, you know, and I'm not using that stuff every day. I think you should use it just once or twice when you first make them, and then after that, you know, don't really use a lot because it can cause problems. But I mean, besides that, I don't see a big problem. So I did put some wax in them. I haven't crocheted them because I don't, in all honesty, I'm not really good at it. But I will if I have to. If there's like a lot of loose pieces in the dreads, I'll crochet those back in. That's basically all I use a crochet needle for. I don't ever tighten my dreads with a crochet needle. That's very time consuming and I'm not very good at it. So yeah. So I'm probably gonna need to put another video on right after this one because I'm almost out of time. But I needed to definitely explain what I did to my hair when you see it, because it doesn't look natural anymore. It definitely looks made, twisted and ripped, and it's, I don't really care. Like if my hair was at like the length that I wanted it to be, like down to my belly button, I would have just made the dreads and started from there. But I want long hair. I've wanted long hair for years, and I was stupid, and I went to the salon. I was like, hey, can you cut all my dead ends off? And I didn't even realize that my dead ends were like all the way up to my shoulders. So she cut off like a lot of my hair. So I was like back down to, you know, square one with my hair. And so that's why I didn't want to just make my dreads, because I don't want it to shrink like it did the first time. So that's my explanation. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'll show you my hair how it is right now. I'm kind of digging it today. It's like, I literally just like put it up. I just scrunched it, just like put it up, and then I put a couple bobby pins in, and like it's done. And I don't think it looks that bad, so. But yeah, so, but I'm going to definitely continue letting my hair freeform, because that's the look I want. I love freeform dreads. I love the way they twist and curve and blah blah blah. But I also like dreads that are like solid and, you know, they look nice. But I think I'm probably gonna have like somewhere in between that. So yeah, we'll see. So I'm gonna put a video on right after this, so stay tuned.